Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to another reading vlog. So today's reading vlog should be a cute one. Myself and my best friend Hayley, who you may have seen in a previous video from around about this time last year actually, we attempted to do a 24-hour reading vlog in which we slept in a tent outside in the garden and tried to read the entire Shadow and Bone series. That of course was a big fat fail. However, we do plan to do that again, repeat the experiment at some time this year, but probably sometime in the summer when it's a little bit warmer. But today we're just going to do a regular old buddy read together. We are going to go down the high street soon, pick a book. We're probably going to go to the Works because, you know, it's cheaper. We're going to pick a book, we're going to get the same book, we're going to sit together and read that today. It should just be like a super cute mate day, bookish day type thing. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys along with us. Hopefully we'll have a very successful reading day. I know that the Works in our high street has really upped its game recently, and I think it's got quite a good selection. I've seen quite a few sort of like famous TikTok hyped books in that branch, and also a lot of Colleen Hoover books as well, so we'll probably go somewhere in that direction. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have a good bookish day with my best friends, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get myself ready now because she is actually on the way to come pick me up right now. Oh, there's people. It's got our guinea on. Oh, let's just do it. Oh fuck. Are you ready? Yeah. Alright guys, we have been to the bookshop. The plan was, as you know, to go in and buy one book that we were going to buddy read today, which we did. However, we also bought 3 further books each. Yeah. You know, we're bookworms, don't hate on us, we have no self-control. So, ended up picking up All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I always forget what all the authors are called, The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and of course another Colleen Hoover because she's a queen, November 9. So, oh my god, that car is really close!
We should say that.
She was looking at us. So we are going to buddy read All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover today. We did originally think we were going to go with The Spanish Love Deception, but she's a little chunky. Yeah. And we also kind of want to have like some drinks, maybe like listen to some music tonight, so we're thinking that's probably not going to work out. So the plan is to read All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I've heard really good things about this one. I'm hoping we're going to love it. The first line of the blurb has me like a little shook. It says, the last thing Quinn expected was to meet the love of her life just outside her fiance's front door. So, I mean, that's all I've read so far. I literally have no clue what this book is about. But we love a coho. We always eat that shit up, don't we?
Yeah, and the cover's really pretty.
And it's beautiful. So, yeah. Really, it was the cover. It was a cover buy, wasn't it? So, yeah, that is the plan. Right now, we are just going to go down to the beach. We are going to eat our lunch. It looks like it's a nice day outside. But, you know, we've been wrong about that before.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We're going to eat our lunch and we're hopefully going to get some reading done. So, we will give you an update later on. probably guess, we did not last long down by the beach at all. It was freaking freezing. We shivered through and managed to eat our lunch and then just came straight back to Hayley's house. We have been just like sitting outside on her little like balcony type area and starting the book All Your Perfects, and so far I've read 49 pages, so I'm about 50 pages in. I'm officially like into the story, and as always Colleen Hoover has me hooked instantly. Like that first chapter I think is probably one of my favourite chapters of any romance ever. I loved it. We basically are following Quinn and Graham, and in the first chapter actually really reminded me of Ugly Love and how that one started. But we see Quinn go to surprise her fiance at his apartment, and when she gets there, there's a guy outside the apartment like pacing, looking really angry, waiting to get inside, and Quinn's like, my boyfriend's inside there? And the guy's like,
yeah, he's inside my girlfriend.
So basically, obviously their two partners are cheating on them with each other, and that is how Quinn finds out. It's a very eventful first chapter, but it was like so beautifully done, really funny. Just like, I love Colleen Hoover's writing because it's always really funny but really emotional as well. I just love her writing style. It totally hooks me and keeps me intrigued. And then after that we basically go chapter by chapter, then now, then now. So the then is when they met and how their relationship sort of developed from there, and the now is 7 years later, I think, when they're married, but their marriage is slowly falling apart because unfortunately they are having a lot of trouble trying to have a baby. They've been trying for years, they've gone through 3 unsuccessful rounds of IVF, and Quinn is taking all of that blame on herself. So yeah, things are starting to crumble, and we're basically going back and forth between like this really happy time where they're first meeting and then now when things are falling apart. And I don't know how this is going to go, but I can already tell it's going to be another emotional one. It is Colleen Hoover at the end of the day, and she does always dive into like very hard hitting ideas and situations. I'm hoping she's going to do just as well in this one as she has done in other books that I've read by her. So yeah, we're going to come inside now because the sun is going behind the clouds and we're getting cold once again. So we're going to come inside and just continue to read. Okay guys, I am now at the halfway mark of All Your Perfects. I've just come through to the bedroom to do a little update because Hayley is in the living room and she is just finishing off the last chapter that I just read. So we're going to get to the halfway point and then we're going to take a little break, maybe have some snacks, maybe a drink or something, and then we'll see how we feel about continuing on tonight or if we're going to continue tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet, but obviously I will let you guys know. But this book, I love this book so much. Like, I don't know why I'm surprised because this is exactly how I feel with every single Colleen Hoover book that I read. I just get so engaged, I get so invested in the characters and their story, and Colleen Hoover just writes like the romantic scenes so well. Her male characters in the books that I have read anyway, in like this one and Ugly Love, she writes them so well. Like I just love them so much. Graham in this is just everything. He's like a little bit cocky, he's hilarious. I want to tab like every line he says to her, and I just love the way he makes her feel about herself. Like there's multiple lines in this about how what's most attractive about him is how attractive he makes her feel, and I just think that's so beautiful. I just love them together. But all of my tabs have basically been in the then portions because every time we go into the now portion, it's not jarring, like it's not like a problem or anything. It's just so sad going from like their happy moments when they were getting to know each other and like this instant connection they have. It's kind of like insta lovey, but like in the best way. And then the now chapters when their like marriage is falling apart and she's just absolutely miserable. She's just grieving constantly for this loss every single month because she cannot get pregnant, and they are getting so distant from each other. The way that she describes like how she feels about him, and she loves him so much, but like sex to her now is just like a means to an end. They've totally lost what they had to begin with that we see in the then portions, and it's honestly so difficult to read, but like I can't stop reading it. I'm just really hoping that in some way they're going to be able to work through this, and that by the end of the novel they're going to be like back, well, not back to where they were because that's never going to happen, but they're going to be happy again. At the moment it's looking very miserable. Honestly, I'm having to restrain myself in tabbing lines in this. Like that's not that much, to be honest, for like the half that I've read, but I literally want to tab like every single line in the then portions because they're just so cute. Absolutely loving this book. At the moment it's looking like it could be another 5-star read, which does not surprise me because I just love Colleen Hoover, but we'll see how things continue as the book goes on. I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully it all turns out okay. Right now, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a break, probably have some snacks, maybe listen to some country music, and then I will get back to you when I have some sort of update. It is now the next morning. Unfortunately, I had to go home last night before I could enjoy any of that delicious Prosecco that you just saw. I hadn't been feeling great throughout the day, and then the fatigue, pain, weakness all just got really bad all of a sudden, so I ended up getting Brandon to come and pick me up, and I just came home and had a really good sleep in my own bed. So I am feeling quite a bit better this morning. I'm looking forward to finishing off the book. We did get up to page 200 yesterday. The plan was to read the last sort of 100 pages this morning together. Obviously that did not happen, but I'm just going to finish it off by myself just now. This book! Colleen Hoover just totally knows how to get you. Like, I have never been so emotionally invested in characters as I am in every single Colleen Hoover book that I read. Right from the beginning, she hooks you, she gets you so invested in these characters' lives, gets you absolutely loving them, your heart breaking for them, and then she just absolutely destroys you. This one has been particularly difficult to read, I would say. Ugly Love was like a hard read at points, but this one is quite relentless, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said yesterday, you do have like the light parts in the then and then the miserable parts in the now, but because those are all the way through, it does make it a very hard read. So definitely look up your trigger warnings for this one. Definitely consider whether you're willing to read quite a dark book. Like, obviously it has its light and its dark, but the dark is dark. The bit that we just read that we ended on was absolutely heartbreaking. Like, I'm sure I've included footage of Hayley sobbing, and I'm really not sure how this one is going to continue. I feel like it's probably going to get a little bit worse before it gets any better, but I'm really hoping it does get better. Like, I'm really hoping for a somewhat happy ending with this one. I just really want everything to work out for this couple. They are so perfect in the then portions, and you completely understand why they are crumbling in the now portions, and you sympathise with both of them. Like, they're both going through such a tough time and it's pulling them apart, but all you want is for them to get through it and be together and be happy. One of the things that I also always love about Colleen Hoover's books is she always puts her titles in the books, and in this one the title, it does come in quite early on, but then it's also used throughout, and also she repeats the word perfect a lot throughout this book. But it's just so well done. I always appreciate when you see the title in a book, which was tabbed straight away, and like I said, it's been mentioned a couple of times since. What's quite interesting with this one is that the meaning of this title means more as you go further throughout the book, and I think that's why she's chosen to include it throughout, to sort of remind you how that definition, how that importance is kind of changing. I can't wait to finish it. I think I'm just going to get cozy just now, lie in my bed and read the last 100 pages. So I'll get back to you soon with my final thoughts. Right guys, I finished. I finished All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, and the only rating for this book is 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, don't know how she does it. Her writing is honestly just incredible. Like, it's not like the most flowery writing ever, but it's the way, as I've already mentioned, she gets you totally invested in these characters. Her books are so emotional, and yes, they do delve into really dark subjects and they are really hard to read at points. I think they're really important books as well. Like, she does delve into subjects that should have more light shed on them. This one is just such a raw picture of this couple's troubles in their marriage, and particularly Quinn's heartbreak and grief that she continually goes through. Like I said, check your trigger warnings and do not read this if you're looking for like a happy light book, because it is not that, but it is incredible. I loved it from start to finish, and that ending, the ending was just everything I wanted it to be and so much more. So if you're a Colleen Hoover fan and you have not read this one yet, you 100% need to pick it up, and I need to pick up the rest of her books because apparently I'm a huge Colleen Hoover fan. But that brings us to the end of this reading vlog. I do hope that you enjoyed it. It was a little bit chaotic and messy, I think, but hopefully it'll be good all the same. If you did make it to the end of this video, then pop the flower emoji that looks most like a daisy down below, just to let me know that you made it to the end of this video and that you enjoyed your time here. As always, if you did enjoy the video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more bookish content from me, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings. I do reply to every single comment. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one.